we are going to do again. For those who follow my channel, or maybe those who've seen it before, those who have will know that I had God of War before, and I stopped playing it, more like gave it away, because I had one last thing to do, which was the Valkyrie fights. Actually, no, two things. Fight the Valkyrie Queen, and also seal up the Realm Tellers in Niflheim. Since I didn't get to do neither because my save file was corrupted, I lost all that progress. That other account too that I had wasn't even, I don't have access to it anymore, so unfortunately I can't even replay that game again on that account. But we are going to restart again. This time we know what to do, we know what to get, so we are going. My last live stream, my last broadcast was talking about doing Devil May Cry series. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case because I could not resist playing. Like the only live stream I had for Devil May Cry, it was terrible because I kept dying, and I really loved that game, and I beat the game. After I stopped broadcasting, I went to replay the missions again to see, like, you know, what I can do, or maybe I missed something. And then I kept going and going and going and going until I beat the first game, and I was like, wow, okay, never mind. So then I kept playing the second game because I had the HD collection. Then the third game, and yeah, yeah. So anyways, instead we are going to play God of War. The last time I kept playing, every time it was maybe about 8 hours long, like literally a whole entire freaking day, and in between I had smoke breaks and, you know, just use the restroom and stuff. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna play for like about, I'd say, an hour. That's a good, right? Or 30 minutes. We'll do 30 minutes. So we're gonna start now. Give me balanced experience, give me a story. I can't play this one yet. Give me a challenge for those who want a more demanding combat experience. Should I give me a challenge or give me a balanced experience? I'd say we should go, since I haven't played it since November, December. It's been a couple months. So we're gonna do give me balanced experience. So we're gonna start with that. I don't know if it'll be easy or harder because, again, I haven't played it in a while, but who knows. So, and I just love the detail on this game. I really do. So I was doing a little bit of research on God of War because even without the PlayStation Pro, this game is really detailed. And what they did was they're smart. Everything that you see there that's on the background and whenever it moves, it's all in 720p. Press R1 to swing the Leviathan. Oh. So everything in the background is in 720, but Kratos and Atreus, whenever they have the cutscenes, or whenever they, you know, when Kratos is standing still, it turns to 1080, but it's all projected at 720p. So you already have high def already, the lowest of the high def. So imagine stacking up to that, and then with the PS4 Pro, which gives you 4K, like I can only imagine how clear and detailed everything can look. Right now we're playing in 1080 and it looks this good, so I can only imagine when you have the PS4 Pro and you know, 4K. Another thing I found out is that New Game and New Game Plus give you a really good, better weapons.
Get in the boat,
but not better weapons because you only have 2. Well, 3 if you count the bow. Oh, spoilers. But in all seriousness though, you get better equipment. You also unlock equipment that you can't get in the Give Me a Story and Give Me a Balanced Experience. You have to I think you have to get either the minimum is give me a challenge or give me God of War to unlock the level 9, for example, Tears Unity armor. There's other armors that will, you know, they'll be upgraded, and also there's this one that I was looking for and I didn't know until you had to get, you know, beat the game and start over with new game.
Still want me to tie it to the boat?
He's strong. He's just...
Boy.
He was literally picking that up like nothing. But he is a god, so that's probably not even the heaviest. I played this game before and I just cannot... I'm still shocked and in awe mainly about how everything is.
Father?
Right here, like it's so
Did
detailed.
something change?
It's really
The forest
nice.
feels different.
Everything is different, boy. Try not to dwell on it.
Yes, sir.
I like that. I'm not sure what happened to the old voice actor for Kratos, but I like that they still kept his sound, like the way he sounds similar. Just he has a deeper voice. He sounds older, more not mature, but what's the word I'm looking for? Where you're like, you know, more stoic. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, he's more stoic. You know, back then he was wild and crazy. He was a loose cannon. But now, no, it's pretty cool. But yeah, Zeus's equipment, the glass ballista armor, Zeus's armor, that one gives you really good strength, defense, and strength, runic, and cooldown. But defense sucks. Like you take one hit, and it's either close or you're guaranteed death. That sucks, I know. There's also like the Shield of Ares and other stuff. That's all spoilers, I know, but you know, for now it's unfortunately something that I just have to say something about. I mean, the game's been out for a while. I don't think it's spoilers, is it? It's been out a year already, pretty much. Is it considered spoiler still, or no? I'm not sure. Could be not. Let me just grab some chips really quick. I got some of them spicy nacho Doritos. It's about the only spicy thing I can eat, actually.
Where do I see my
It's not that it's spicy, but my stomach gets upset.
Oh, there do I see my father. Oh, there do they call to me.
It's very
there
beautiful.
Do they call to me. Oh, there do they call to me. Oh, there do they call to me. Oh, there do they call to me.
He looks menacing right there, doesn't he? But he looks sad.
She's ready.
If you guys have really followed God of War and paid attention, if you guys are the hardcore God of War gamers like I am, who played almost every single one except for the what was it? It was the one on PSP that came out first, not Chains of Olympus, but the other one, where you start off in a boat and then the first boss is a Hydra on a ship. I think that's the last boss, but it's with Kratos' brother, Deimos. That's the one I haven't played. But yeah, Kratos was always full of rage, full of anger, full of not resentment but regret because he killed his family at the time. Then I don't think at that God of War Ascension, that's what it's called. I don't think he's actually. He was serving Ares at the time, but he was still proving himself. Or I think he was, but barely like starting. I think this was before he killed his family. I don't remember really all that well.
I'm sorry.
Squeeze. This knife was hers. Now it is yours. She taught you to hunt.
What she knew.
Show me.
Now?
Now.
Oh. I never noticed that about Kratos.
What are we
He is
hunting?
full of
You
sorrow
are
at
hunting
that.
deer.
Which way?
In the direction of deer.
Okay,
Of
this
course.
way.
The mark trees hunt with Atreus, and we have not a skill. We don't have skill points yet, but these are what we are able to unlock first. You need XP, I think. No, skill points. I forget. So there's this one where you throw the axe, and certain ones, yeah, you see, you're gonna need cooldown and vitality, like certain ones. So yeah, we're gonna have to find the good stuff, and I know where the good stuff is at. This is pretty cool too. The Grinding Storm. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I like that one too. But you have to have high runic for that one though. Which one is this one? Pride of the Frost. Oh yeah. Yeah, you need high runic for that too. Wait, let's see. Then we have the Guardian Shield, which you can actually buy everything now? Really? I mean, not like now, but instead of waiting till you're a certain level, like with the Leviathan axe, you see, like, you have to be level 2 for this one, you have to be level 3, level 4, level 5. At least with the Guardian Shield, you only need to have, what? Oh, so I have this one? So I have Fury Strike, and Spartan Rage, and then Rage Combat. Oh, but I mean, this is Rage Combat, so okay. Jump in the air and then slam back down. So it's R2. Okay. Yeah, since Atreus doesn't have his bow yet, we can't necessarily, Woven Shoulder Guard of the Exile. Yeah, these are the ones you start off with. They're not cool, but they should do. Yeah, so Atreus is locked right now.
Father,
As you see, we're pretty weak.
why are we doing this now?
I need to know you can survive the journey.
Then we leave for the mountain?
Depends on you. Hunt.
Can't even use weapons yet.
What did you find?
Tracks. Not deer, though. I'll keep looking.
I know there's like a toy around here. I don't know. I have to be careful because this right here closes. Actually, I think it's over here. This gate closes. We won't be able to get back until like way after. Yeah, see, there's something here. Yep.
I'll scout ahead.
Can't use combat yet. Yeah, but you see, there's like all these collectibles. I collected all of the collectibles. Some of them you won't be able to collect until you're, you know, you've made certain progress in the game. There are others too where you have, in order to get them, I think you have to have a certain item
What are you
with
doing
you.
back there? The hunting grounds are this way.
Yeah, I know, Atreus. Be quiet. Quiet, boy. I don't think there's anything here, no, because this is where we fight Baldur. Oh, fuck, spoiler. Ah, damn it. Spoilers. Alright. So, let us continue our journey. Yeah, because this... Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. What we can do is first we'll just keep playing story mode until maybe we unlock a certain thing that we carry around. I'm not gonna say what, but yeah. Yeah, I think it's when we come back and then Baldur comes and he's like, oi. He looks like, what's his name? That boxer guy, McGregor? No, he's not. Yeah, McGregor. Conor McGregor, I think that's his name. He's full of shit, man. It's not that he is. I don't really know him and I don't know how he is or whatever, but he just seems way too arrogant and cocky.
Boy, you missed these.
Huh.
Oh.
Close. But also not deer. See? Tips are too wide. Mountain goat?
Your mother taught you well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's grieving right now, both Kratos and Atreus, except Atreus is like, yeah, I'm gonna not hold it in. But Kratos is like, I'm the god of war. God of wars don't cry. So like, we already found this ain't fair because I know where everything is at. Well, mostly everything. There's some things that I've forgotten. See, like, I don't know why I thought something was there. This is where those tracks were. We gotta go up here.
More tracks?
Yeah. But they're too round. Could be a wild boar.
Good.
Oh! Now what?
This way, boy.
I remember I used to be able to just jump like whatever. I don't like that. In this game, you have to jump
Wait,
when they
deer
tell you
tracks.
to.
They're fresh. This way.
Wait a sec. I always check everything. In these games, especially God of War, you have to check everywhere.
Found it.
Slow down, boy.
Sorry.
You are hunting deer, not chasing it.
Yes, Father.
Is there something here? I think there should be hack silver and stuff. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get it. Hack silver. Haha. There we go.
This way. I think.
When I beat this game 100 and I do new game, I'm gonna do it in a higher difficulty and also like, you know. And then when I do new game plus, the new game plus that is guaranteed going to be, that is definitely going to be guaranteed give me God of War experience. It's not gonna be on give me a story or give me an experience or give me, no, give me a challenge. No, it's going to be give me God of War. A lot of people, let me say something really quick. A lot of people, they used to always think that, okay, so when I first started playing this game and I would tell my friends about it, or even just strangers, people would be like,
We broke
oh,
our bridge. How are we gonna get across?
Step aside.
Wow.
Go.
Oh, what happened here? There it is!
Hold. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better. Find it. Find it.
it's not going to let me explore.
Ah! My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
So I was telling some people that in the old God of Wars, there was challenges where in order for you to like, see back then in God of War, I don't know about it now. Anyways, like I was saying,
They've never come this close to our woods before.
Keep moving.
there was I don't even think there's cheat codes for this God of War, but in the old God of Wars, there weren't necessarily cheat codes, but you unlocked these costumes, and these costumes gave you certain benefits. Like in some God of Wars, you had the Cod of War. Yeah, that's right, the Cod of War, which is basically Kratos in a fish suit, and instead of the blades of chaos, they're fish hooks. And and I think that one, it gave you unlimited magic. And then there's another one which is a potato, the Spud of War. That outfit, I think that was only in Chains of Olympus though. I didn't get all of the outfits in all the God of War games because they were really hard. Like some of them you had to beat the game a certain times. Another one was like for the Spud of War, I think you had to beat that on hard difficulty at the least without dying. Without dying at all. Like you cannot die not one time or else that save deletes. Huh, okay. Well, I'm already playing God of War, but thank you. It's telling me ready to install. There are other ones where they did challenges called the Challenges of Hades. If anybody is a really, really, really serious God of War fan, they know what the challenges of Hades are, which is in this game its own version of the Muspelheim uh, gauntlet challenges. They're similar. They basically operate the same way. You know, the only difference is that in the challenges of Hades, in that one, no, I think they're the same. I think the only differences that I have to say would be that the challenges of Hades didn't reward you with anything except for, well, they did give you blood, but I forget, honestly. I honestly don't remember if there's a difference or not, but I know for a fact that it was really fun unlocking those costumes. But there's this one where it gave you because in this one they have give me a story, give me a balanced experience, give me a challenge, and then give me God of War. Give me God of War would be like the Titan difficulty in the old God of Wars, because the old God of Wars you had mortal, Spartan. It's mortal, Spartan, God, and then Titan. And then the only way to unlock Titan is if you beat the game in God mode. So in God mode difficulty, right? In God, and this one, but you have to beat to get Titan, you have to beat God mode. So in this one, in order to play Give Me God of War, you have to do the same thing, except it restarts everything, I guess. I'm not sure. But I think that's only for New Game Plus. Again, I'm going to do that for sure in New Game Plus. But yeah, these things would always give you like special abilities. Like if you did the one where the challenge to unlock this costume is if you beat God of War without dying and without an enemy laying attacks on you for the whole entire game. That means boss fights, sub boss fights, or mini bosses, however you want to call them, and then just enemies in general, whether it was Medusa's, what are they called? Gorgons, or the Furies, right? Or anything in those. Yeah, you cannot let one single attack touch you. You cannot let no one dead soldier hit you. You can't let a harpy scratch you. You can't let a fury shoot you down. You can't let nothing touch you. And this is giving me God of War difficulty, Titan difficulty. And in order to unlock, and then when you unlock that suit, it was one where like I think it's where everything is maxed out, no matter what you have. Like let's say, if we were to translate everything into this God of War, like make it compatible. If I beat the game without being touched like at all, without facing an attack like that or being hurt, I'll give me God of War difficulty, and my stats are looking like this, and let's just say I beat the entire game and my stats are looking like that. The costume that I want to unlock for that, I forget what God of War was specifically. I think it was the first or the second one, where it would, no matter what your level is, no matter how upgraded your weapons are, whether they were still in the beginning or they were fully upgraded, and even your spells and all of that, it would be 100% upgraded with bonus stats. And I think the only thing you cannot do is it gives you good health, but you still like die. You can still die if you take too much damage. But with that being said, let me just finish here and explore. Finally. What's this? Have I explored here? Wait a sec.
Over here.
Yeah, this is where I came from. Okay. I did a lot of talking more than I did playing so far. It's just, I'm really passionate about games, and there's people who, I guess they don't see my passion for it, or I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. But whoever's watching this, and if anyone watches this, just know that I do appreciate you watching. You don't have to. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that have done gameplays and stuff. I've done the gameplay before for this game, so it's nothing new to me. but I would like to share my experiences with you guys and also let you guys know, like, hey, you know what? I'm not just someone who calls himself a gamer. Like, I am. Okay, there I go again. Someone who's new would never have thought of doing that. It took me a while to figure out that there's a lot of stuff that hangs out here. So, like, for example, where was it? I think it was. I would have to go back to the beginning. You can't run right now, which sucks. I feel like you should run. You have to tap L3. I would say left trigger for Xbox, but Xbox don't have these type of games, unfortunately for you guys. If you guys are if someone is watching and they're on Xbox, it's not to throw shade at you guys, nothing like that. It's just like, you know, that's kind of something that makes and doesn't make sense. See, when you release exclusive games like these, it makes sense because you're trying to promote your product, which is the PlayStation, right? Just like Xbox does it with the Xbox when they have certain games like Metal Gear, no, not Metal Gear, sorry, Gears of War, right, or Halo. I know those games haven't came out for the Xbox One. I heard they're gonna make, you know, like remakes or reboots or something, but yeah, you know, if I want to play a game like Gears of War, which I really love, I haven't played it like that, so I can't tell you like, oh yeah, what happens in the story or whatever, but I don't like
this way.
Yeah, but we're going this way first, so yeah, hold your horses. So I couldn't tell you necessarily like how the game would end, you know, like.
Be in here?
But I can tell you for sure. Gotta destroy these seals. I can tell you for sure that it's kind of dumb because you'd have to buy a new system in order for you to, like, you know. You have to buy a new system just so you can enjoy this game. And you might already have other games that have been released for both platforms, but hey, you know what? Like, it happens, unfortunately. Eat an apple. Eaten apples are the choice food of the gods. Find the 9 total apples in the world in chests locked by magic. Every 3 you collect will increase your maximum health. I know where all of them are. The only ones I don't know are the... What is it called? Not phoenix feathers. It used to be Gorgonized, which were for health, and then phoenix feathers for magic. But in this case, we don't have magic. Well, we do have magic, but it's not like you have to cast it. It's more like it's imbued into your items. So I know for a fact, for sure, that the Eden apples are for health, and then forget what is it for Spartan Rage. But yeah, it's crazy. So we're just gonna. Hey, borscht. No, I don't know why I said that. Forgive me.
Wish Mom were here. Here's this way. I can see more tracks.
Yeah, but I can see more loot here.
I'll follow you.
Of course, boy. When we did our first playthrough, we have gotten so much XP at Hacksilver that we bought everything then and there. And now, because I remember where everything is at, it's like, oh yeah, it's no problem. You see, like, where was it? It's not here, is it? Why is there fire here? I noticed something. They have stuff like this, but there's no one around. Oh yeah, those people over there, right? The campers. Boy.
Ooh, good find. We're just hungry.
What?
Rabid wolves. I've always admired wolves, but the ones we encountered attacked us on sight, which means they're probably rabid, whatever you want to pronounce it. I guess to them we are food. I know it's kill or be killed, but still they're beautiful in their own way, and killing them makes me a little sad. Good thing Father probably won't read these.
The wolves. They weren't mean. They were starving.
Yes, I imagine they were.
At least Kratos isn't a smartass like he used to be. Remember, he used to be like, "Oh, Zeus, I have come for you. Why have you bothered to come here, child?" And then he'll respond with something like, "Well, if you were a good father, I wouldn't have to be here." Kratos was a douche and everything back then, but you know what?
What?
He can no longer use it. We can.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. It sounds like it keeps going on forever. Yup. Look. Oh, that's stuck. Yup, that's stuck. Alright, so we're gonna go back up the chain, then we're gonna see what's up over here, and then we're gonna save when we're at where we're supposed to be at. You know, where Atreus was telling us to go, because like I said, I want to make this short. I want to make it 100%. So I know for a fact, for sure that we're gonna hit 100% again, and then after that we're gonna do New Game Plus. So I mean, just bear with me, y'all, and oh, silver.
Mind
Yeah,
the edge, boy.
so- Alright. Yeah, because even though this is frozen, I learned, look, I've never been in snow or anything, but I know that waterfalls and stuff, moving bodies of water, are hard to freeze. And on top of that, you see how there are cracks and broken pieces in the ice, even though it's thick, as you can tell from the side. The reason why is because when water freezes and it's moving, like the waterfall, in that case, it doesn't solidify all at once. It doesn't uniformly solidify. It just kind of does it in patches, and yeah, that's how, that's eventually, it freezes, right, as you can tell, but some parts aren't going to be as strong as others.
Up there! You went in the old temple. But Mom told me never to go in there.
We do what we please, boy. No excuses.
Yeah, boy. So look, there's a chest and stuff down there. I know how to get there, but we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to come back. We're gonna 100% this, but I'm not gonna get everything now. I just want to progress in the story as soon as possible, because once we hit a certain point in the story.
Can you hit it from here?
No.
We should get closer.
Good observation, Kratos. Honestly, I would think he would be able to make it. It's just his bow, how it is, it wouldn't be able to.
I went
So
hunting with Mother a bunch of times. Never wanted to take me. Why now?
It was her wish. And it was time.
Okay.
So we're gonna stop it here. Want to keep playing, Kratos? Or you want to stop? You want to keep playing? No, he wants to stop. Okay, alright, for sure. I can respect that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop here. Options, and we save. New game data. Yes, we do, just to be in the safe side. I tend to double, triple save. I know it's probably not a good thing, but I don't see the bad thing in it. And anyways, so this is gonna be just part 1 for God of War Ghost. God of War. So we're gonna stop it here, and then we'll just keep playing tomorrow. Tomorrow we might be able to do an hour. Maybe it depends because I have a few things going on in the afternoon, so it might not be possible to do it for an hour. But we're definitely gonna do it half hour for sure. But if we can do more, then we'll do more. With that being said, you guys, thank you for watching my live stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is only part one, and unlike Devil May Cry, and all the other games, this one I will definitely, most definitely live stream, because games like these, like I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and so far I'm in chapter 4, but I'm like I'm like 55%, 55.7% done with the game, I believe. And that's collectively, because since chapter 2, right? I knew this game. Look, that game is 100 gigabytes, more than 100 gigabytes. So I'm like, you know what? GTA has about the same amount, so it most likely. I have a text. Who texted me? Okay, so I sent a picture to my sister where I traded in I traded in Dark Souls. I traded in the Devil May Cry collection because I beat it. Dark Souls, I didn't really get to play it like that. I did get pretty far though. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I don't really like about it is that it takes way too long to learn things, and like the bosses and enemies, like you have to learn a lot of things in that game. You're constantly learning, which is not a bad thing, right? The problem though is sometimes, like Red Dead. I love Red Dead. I'm not complaining that it's too big, but it's a really big game. Dark Souls is a really, really big game. So you get where I'm aiming at. Like there's a lot to do, and I never really played Dark Souls like that. I had No Man's Sky as well. I did not like it. First I did, but then you have to grind in order to grind, and then grind to survive, and then grind again to grind, and then grind to survive. Grind. It's like every minute of that game you have to collect stuff, and then if you can't collect stuff, you make sure that you're crafting something or you're trading something. And if you're not if you're not crafting or doing anything, you have to farm. So I mean, I wish there was a little more to do than just that. But I didn't get that far in the game, so maybe that's why. But Red Dead Redemption, 50% done with the game. I know there's a lot I cannot do as Arthur, because I know, like, for sure, Arthur, there's some things that John has to do for Arthur. Arthur, unfortunately, and spoilers, but come on, really? This game is almost a year old, really? But anyways, Arthur dies. He dies of tuberculosis. I know that. I haven't even beat the game, and I already know what happens because people were talking about it too much. Not only that, I kept looking for like walkthroughs and stuff. Some people do it early, so like, they'll be in chapter 2 doing something that's normally done for people in chapter 4, but stuff like that, like certain items that you can get in, that you get in chapter 6, for example, like, or certain guns, you can get it somewhere else for, in another side mission, or just finding a homestead or something, right? Whatever the case is. Okay. So yeah, like, and then again, like, I know I can't beat that game 100% with Arthur because Arthur passes away, and then John Marston. If you guys played the first Red Dead Redemption, John Marston is the protagonist in that game. And I kind of figured something out. The Red Dead Redemption series has always been about John Marston. The only thing is that in order to introduce our character, right, because a lot of games, they like having a backstory, or in the beginning they'll have credits of like, in a galaxy far, far away, there was this guy or whatever, and this is their story, and and then it gives you a little prefix of the story, and then the little pretext, and then it just jumps into the gameplay, and then the story also builds on from there. games like God of War, like the new God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, Red Dead Redemption just throws you in there, but then you slowly and surely there's a story behind that. In Red Dead Redemption 2, though, it kind of gives you John's backstory through Arthur. Arthur doesn't show up in Red Dead Redemption. I don't even think his grave or even he's mentioned at all in Red Dead Redemption, because I have played that game. I haven't played it all, like, you know. But, yeah, it tells you the story of John Marston through Arthur's eyes. And honestly, yeah, the game isn't about John Marston per se, because again, this is Arthur Morgan's story before he passed away, before he died of his disease. And again, I'm not gonna share too much because I don't even know that much myself either. And hold up, my sister just texted me like, oh, that looks interesting. The Spider-Man. I'm not new to God of War. She has God of War as well, what her boyfriend does. But she was talking about Spider-Man, and I got Spider-Man today. I might actually do a gameplay of that. Maybe not. Obviously not now. Maybe sometime when I'm maybe halfway done with this game, or if I'm done with Red Dead Redemption, because I play that game almost every day, and there's a lot that I've done, and yeah, it's a really good game. I really love Red Dead Redemption. I find it very cool. I find it how it's really awesome. I honestly don't think I'm gonna be able to 100% that game, because I know there's certain things you have to do to 100% it. So like you need to do the challenges, all of the challenges. So if you play Red Dead Online, you know that you have your daily challenges, right? Which could be like, uh, uh, collect 5 herbs, right? Or uh, skin 3 animals, or shoot a player with this weapon, or shoot a non-player character, meaning like an NPC, right? Shoot him or drag him or whatever the case is, right? Those are your daily challenges. They're not that hard, and honestly, anyone can do them, but they only last for a couple hours in the day. So as soon as you log into Red Dead Online, and then that's what, for the first time in the day, and then that's when your timer starts, I believe. I'm not too sure. I don't really play Red Dead Online right now because I'm more focused on story mode. Um, what was I saying? Right, not focused on Red Dead Online because of, okay. So I don't remember what I was saying back then. Before then, anyways. So, oh yeah, daily challenges. So, and in Red Dead, I don't know why I just had a brain fart. In Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption, you also have your challenges, but they're not daily challenges. They're like, certain challenges. Like, for example, one of the challenges was, you have to track 5 animals. No, track 15 animals. Or excuse me, that's my chips in the background. I didn't finish them, but you need to track 15 animals with binoculars. And then there's another one where it'll tell you like you have to shoot 3 small animals. You have to kill and collect 3 small animals after studying them and stuff like that. So I haven't done those challenges yet. Then there's also like collecting certain things. So like the cigarette, the sets, the premium cigarette cards. All the premium cigarettes in the game come with these cards. Honestly, the cigarettes and the premium cigarettes, they don't do much, like at all. Like they both have the same type of stats. So they both destroy your stamina core. Like they hurt your stamina core, but slightly though. But they also slightly increase your dead eye. But I tend to keep them and smoke the premium cigarettes a lot, especially to refill my dead eye, because if you refill your dead eye, uh, then you can keep collecting more premium cigarettes, and every pack of premium cigarettes you collect, it'll give you a card. You need to finish, I think, at least one set to get 100% progress. You have to collect all the exotics. You have to collect all the dinosaur bones. You have to collect all the rock carvings and stuff. There's a lot to do in this game. and I still haven't done most of that. So like legendary animals, I've hunted the majority of them. I just need the ones in New Austin, and then there's one in West Elizabeth by Blackwater. In Blackwater, I can't really go there yet. Obviously not, but yeah, you can, I collected most of those. Then the legendary fish as well. No, that's what I meant. The legendary fish, the one that I can't catch right now, is in West Elizabeth because in Blackwater, because we're still wanted over there, dead or alive. Um, I've collected most of the legendary animals. I've collected a majority of the legendary fish. I haven't really. I think I've only done like maybe 10 dinosaur bones and 3 rock carvings, and yeah, like I haven't done a lot. The exotics, I know there's a lot. Like there's like over 100 something you have to collect, so that's kind of ridiculous. But I haven't done that yet. The dream catchers, I've only found like 6 of them. There's like 22 of them, so I still need to do some. But I still have to keep grinding and grinding and grinding. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot, and I mean, that game is just really big, and the map is huge. Like, if you grab the map, if you get the map from your game when you buy it new, there's only one map, but it's double-sided, and one side is just strictly New Austin. New Austin is like 50% of the map. No, I'd say a little less than that, like maybe about, I'd say 40% of the map. Maybe even less than that. No. Well, New Austin is pretty big, actually. It is a big map. I'm not sure, but New Austin is a big map, and it is really, really, really like crazy because you have West Elizabeth, Amberino, New Hanover, and Lemoyne, all in one, and Annisburg and all that, and all in one side of the map, right? But then the next side, when you flip over the map, the only thing you see is just New Austin. That's how big it is. Like, if you play Red Dead Online, because if you play story mode, obviously the more you play, the more you unlock. But even if you get pretty far, I think I think I'm still too early for that. Like, but I know for a fact that you do have to. Excuse me again. I know that you move around, and eventually you can go to New Austin, and you'll go to Blackwater again, where you're not wanted anymore. It's just a lot to do, you guys. But with that being said, I'm gonna log off now. So again, thank you so much for watching my video and watching my live stream, and I hope you guys have a great night and great day. And just remember that we're gonna be doing this in parts. So unfortunately for you guys, see this live stream's already been, and it's just me talking most of the time, like since we stopped playing. But this time, instead of just talking and not saying squat, we'll definitely do more gameplay. But for now, that's it. And again, I've already said my goodbyes like 4 times already, so let me let you guys go for real. Alright then, take care.